Okay, so let the record, it's 6:01 p.m. So let's start the planning board meeting for the town of Freetown for Tuesday, August 2024. Let the record reflect the members that are present, either in person or remotely. We only have one agenda item right now. Discussion and vote on submitting warrant articles for the special town meeting. Let's see, here we go. To renumber and recaption the zoning bylaw by designating the zoning bylaw as chapter 300 of the bylaws, renumber each section and subsection, inserting article, section, and subsection titles, and updating internal references to reflect the new numbering system. Part B, to adopt the following changes to the zoning bylaw in accordance with the document on file with the town clerk's office entitled Code of the Town of Freetown, Massachusetts, dated August 2024, prepared by General Code LLC. So, until you sent this out, I was unaware of any work that's being done. However, there is a board member that's very involved in this. So I'm going to really ask Steve if he can kind of go over what this is about, or if it's more than anything more than a text and editing session.
It's really just about that. It's this has certain things to do with all of the codification, and each department is going to end up having a thing to go over. But yeah, it's really only on how you want to have it written down.
So you guys, there's another committee that is constantly modifying bylaws or making recommendations to do the bylaws.
Yeah, it's having all the bylaws. They were doing the codification on it.
Yeah.
And it's just to make things easier for residents to be able to look things up. It'll all be its own stuff, and it'll all have its own section. Like the zoning bylaws will all be in a certain section instead of being all over the place.
So are we the planning board supposed to submit these two articles? Is that the idea?
You just try to pick one of them, which way you want it, and how you want it, like in boldface, or how you want it written down in the certain, your certain articles. They're all mostly all gonna come out with that MGL certification on it.
But there's two warrant articles I see listed here for.
Yeah,
So,
one's gonna be. One is gonna be, we wanna remove from the thing, because it says, like, if the town wants to put up a sign, it has to file for a special permit. Which doesn't make any sense, because it's like duplicate onto a different one.
so the first article is just a typing issue, just capitalizing it, putting it all nice and neat and consistent with everybody else. And then the second one was to make a few changes based on that sign.
Right.
And a few other. Has this been looked over by town council?
It's all been, the town council is all, a lot of it's being filed with him first. It hasn't, I don't believe it's been to them yet, but it will be going to them after everything's all said and done.
And other boards are having the same type of thing, conservation maybe, or?
Yep, they're all gonna have their own.
Okay.
It's really just to have it, how you want it written, like on the first amendment, on the first one.
Well, I assume we would take the recommendation to do the general revisions as they're stated there, capitalization, citation and numbers, etc. So it's so we're gonna submit these two articles.
Yep.
Does anyone have any questions or comments?
No.
What about the signs?
Right now, it's
You just
special
wanna
permit.
remove this wording because according to this wording, it's already worded in the new one. And the way this one's written, even the town would have to go get a special permit to put up a speed limit sign or any kind of sign. You know, all except for if it was a real estate sign, something like that. And it's already written in the rule, in the bylaws on a different, in a different thing. So this is just to
Okay.
eliminate the old one, to put the new one in.
Is that 300-7.4B
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he also has us as the special permit granting authority. I see that, has that always been the same that way? or-
I believe it.
Okay.
It's just so that the town doesn't have to go and get a special permit to change the sign.
I mean, most of this text looks the same as it was before.
Exactly.
And they're adding other texts indicating when it was amended and things like that. That's the way I read this.
Yeah. It's just in a thing right now, we're just trying to get it done so that we can get on the warrant.
The special town meeting in October. Yeah. And yeah, that's why we're here to vote to go forward to accept to put forth these two articles from the planning board for the special town meeting in October. All right, that's all. My only concern was whether town council had looked at it. But if they're gonna
Dave,
do one whole sweep, excuse me, for one second, one whole sweep of the whole mess, then that would be, fine. Go ahead, sorry.
I believe town council has reviewed this, from my understanding, or it was the attorney general. One or the other has reviewed it. And that's where this is coming from. Just saying for them to complete the codification is to do the general revisions and then just that one specific revision.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a lot better then.
Yeah. That's why it's come to us because they're towards the end of this. And in order for us to get it on the warrant, the deadline is September 5th. So that's why we had to do this meeting, just to be able to get the approval to submit the warrant.
Okay, well, further questions from anybody on the board?
Yeah, so somebody comes in for a sign and they get denied. Basically, they come to us and we're kind of like the Board of Appeals. Is that how it works? Or
Yeah.
if there's a sign that doesn't meet.
Anything that's over, I think you have to file for a special permit, right? Well, that's-
Anything, it says the only one that really doesn't have to is like a real estate.
Yeah, it says it,
Or people
yeah.
running for it.
It's within certain so many inches, 40 by 60 or something.
The size.
But like the way it's written, even the town. They don't put the speed limit sign,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't come for a special permit.
Yeah.
They don't need the town to come for it.
No.
Basically, every department's gonna have their own thing to go over and stuff.
Mhm.
And after that, when it gets all done, it will all be, each department's gonna have its own
Mhm.
vote on what they want to keep on, right?
Yeah, and I think the only reason why we came first was because we had that one specific revision that they want to submit with the codification. So that's why they're having us do it first.
Did we have a grant or something to help rewrite this, or was it a contract of some sort?
Not exactly sure. Do you know that?
It was voted in by the selectmen and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just to get rid of all of the old laws that have been rewritten over onto new ones, and the old ones are still in there with the new ones, so it just makes a whole mess. So this is to clear it all up and try to get rid of all the old ones and just keep the new ones up to date and make it easier so it would be online and everybody can, like, if you wanted to look for a dog, the dog thing before you had, it was like 14 different pages that said dog on it, so this is to bring it all in one page instead, or one section anyhow.
And so that it's searchable, right?
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's searchable, you can, it'll be a header page and it'll tell you where to go and everything, so.
Anything further from the board? Questions, comments? Anybody have any problems with the wording or doing all this? Looks pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah.
I would then entertain a motion to support the two articles and submit them at the for the special town meeting in October.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
A motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, I have to do a roll call vote. David Cross, aye. Chris Mello,
Aye.
Gary Amaral,
Aye.
Chad Cavallo,
Aye.
Steve Tripp.
Aye.
Great. Okay. That's almost all of our agenda. Number 2 is any other business to properly come before the board. Does anybody have anything? Nicole, anything else come up recently?
No,
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
No?
And we will not be meeting the first Tuesday of September because the selectmen don't want us to have a meeting on voting day. Is that it?
yeah, I guess it's election day, and I was told we shouldn't meet on those days to give people the opportunity to be able to vote and not have to worry about being at a meeting and missing voting. So,
Makes sense.
yeah.
So our next meeting will be the 17th, is it?
I believe it is. Yes, yep, the 17th. And
Okay,
that's
well,
when we'll do the public hearing for these two articles.
Okay. We'll open a public meeting for that. Okay. Okay, great. If there's nothing else, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. Oh, no, I gotta do the roll call vote. Roll call. David Cross, aye. Chris Mello,
Aye.
Gary Amaral,
Aye.
Chad Cavallo,
Aye.
Steve Tripp.
Aye.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank
Have a good night,
you.
guys.
All
You
right.
too. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
Nicole.
You're welcome.